March Madness 2015, and out of the South region on day 2 of the Sweet 16, we had the number 5 seeded Utah Utes versus the number 1 seeded Duke Blue Devils. And this is a very exciting game. Duke had pushed their lead to as many as 10 points with an 8-0 run late in the first half, but then Utah closed strong with 5 straight points to make it a 5-point game with the score 27-22 going into halftime. But then in the second half, Duke would further extend their lead. They pushed their lead to as many as 15 points, but then with just over a minute and a half left to play in this game, Brandon Taylor nailed a 3-pointer to make it a 6-point game. But then Tyus Jones went to the free throw line. He had a couple of free throws, and then Matt Jones went 1 for 2, but Brandon Taylor comes back with another 3-pointer, and once again, it was a 6-point game. Now with less than a minute left to play, Tyus Jones was clutch from the free throw line. He hit a couple more free throws, and then he'd end up going 1 for 2, and then Cook added another pair, and then he would go 1 for 2 as the Duke Blue Devils hold on to win with clutch free throw shooting as they close out this game, and they win with the final score, Duke 63, Utah 57. So the Blue Devils, they kept driving the lane, getting the rebounds, and getting to the line. Utah was strong on the offensive glass, but Duke came up big on the defensive glass. Like I said, it was the free throw shooting of the Blue Devils that led them to victory, as they were 20 for 26 from the free throw line with 76.9% from the foul line versus 73.3% for Utah. But they got their 11 less times. They made 11 free throws out of 15. And from the field, the Blue Devils shot 44.4% versus just 35% for Utah. Although Utah overall, they won the battle of the boards, but that was due to a strong presence on the offensive glass. They had 18 offensive rebounds versus just 8 for the Blue Devils, but on defense, the Blue Devils had 23 defensive rebounds versus 18 for Utah. So Utah did have more overall rebounds, but the Blue Devils were getting those defensive boards. And Utah was getting the offensive boards, getting the second chances, but they weren't able to capitalize on them because they were shooting so poorly from the field and from three-point land, as both teams were struggling from downtown. Duke shot 33.3% from the three-point line, and Utah shot 25%. So the Blue Devils, they're dancing on to the Elite Eight as they make it past the Sweet 16 with the victory over Utah. And Duke will be facing Gonzaga on the 29th, and that'll be tomorrow, or actually I believe Sunday. Yes, Sunday they'll be playing Gonzaga, Sunday, March 29th in the Elite Eight. Duke versus Gonzaga, 1 versus 2 in the South region, as that's becoming a trend, as we have 1 versus 2 in the West, 1 versus 3 in the Midwest, and of course 4 versus 7, but we'll get to all that in a moment. But as for this game, Duke is victorious with the final score, Duke 63, Utah 57, and Justice Winslow had a huge game. He had a double-double, 21 points, 10 rebounds, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. He was one of 3 Duke starters to score in double digits. Tyus Jones also had 15 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Quinn Cook had 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for Utah, they had 3 starters in double digits as well. Brandon Taylor was their leading scorer with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. And coming off the bench, Dallin Bakinski had 11 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. And Jacob Pulte had 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist and 3 blocks, so he was 2 boards shy of the double-double. But as I said, Winslow did have the double-double. He was the game's leading scorer, and he leads the Duke Blue Devils on in March Madness. As they win this game once again, the final score, Duke 63, Utah 57.